Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it may be for you. My name is EctoMaster, and this is the Overwatch Lookout. The Overwatch Lookout is a weekly series where we take a look at all things Overwatch, the news that it may bring about the heroes that fight for us against the villains that are out there. Now, of course, last week I don't think I did an Overwatch Lookout. I may be wrong. I'm going to double check and make sure, because you never know. But mainly because the game came out that week, this past week, so I kind of stayed away from it. Or I think I did, the 20th is when I did it. Yeah, that was a little, that was about 2 weeks ago, so I do apologize for not doing one last week. Mainly, I wanted to get the game going and everything, get a feel for it. Get all the fun stuff out. Anyways, let's talk news and everything else. Okay, hold on to your butts. That's why I took that big breath in, because we have a lot to talk about. So there was a link that went up to an infographic for all the things that happened in the open beta, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about that before we move on to any other thing to deal with, because it's some kind of cool information. So, in the open beta post-match stats, there were more than 9.7 million players, fought for the future in over 190 countries worldwide, 4.9 billion minutes were played, that's 9,380 years of gaming. There was 37,623,607 matches completed. The average match length for Assault, it was 6 minutes, Escort was 7, Control was 9, and Hybrid was 7. Payload successfully delivered, 9,002,594, over a distance of 1.9 million kilometers. The most picked heroes on offense was Soldier 76, defense was Widowmaker, Reinhardt was in the tank, and Mercy for support. Mid-game hero swaps, there's 271 million swaps, or approximately 8 swaps per match. Total damage, 1,369,749,063,663 versus 168,015,096,011 healing. A lot more damage going out. Bastion units destroyed, 326 million. Dragon ults deployed, Genji 50 million, 367,559 Dragon Blades versus Hanzo's 62,528,516 Dragon Strikes. And High Noon rolled around 5.7 million times a day. That's more than High Noon ever rolls around. Loot boxes earned, 87,103,442. Of the heroes thanked and the enemies thanked or commended, 341 million heroes commended, 72 million enemies commended. So there you have it. That was for the open beta. Now, of course, you don't need to worry about the open beta because the game itself is out. So, there was a quick Q&A with the developers on launch day, and Jeff Kaplan talked a few things, and these are the base points. Overwatch was a group within Blizzard's Shelf Titan game. They were not the same as Overwatch today, but they were like a police force. Due to the cool name of Overwatch and Titan, the team wanted to use the name again. Competitive mode will be live in the first large content patch. It is the biggest focus on the Overwatch team right now. We'll get back to that in a few minutes. And the goal of competitive mode is to get it in near the end of June. Again, we'll get into that. Ranked season length in Overwatch will be around 3 months long, possibly 2.5 months with a couple of weeks of downtime. They have some ideas for additional quick play game modes. The weekly Brawl is a testing ground for new game modes. It's okay for the PC and console games to be tuned differently, And Symmetra's turrets on console are an issue due to aim assist. Should you instantly lock on to a nearby hero or the turrets. So there you have it. That was just a quick Q&A that they did for the opening day. Now, loot boxes are purchasable. You can get 2 boxes for $1.99 or about $2 US. 5 boxes for about $4.99 US. 11 boxes for $9.99 US. So you get an extra one. Almost like a baker's dozen. 24 boxes for $19.99 and 50 boxes for $39.99. Again, all prices are US. Carbot Animations have started up a new series, which is called Underwatched, where they basically do Overwatch like they've done all the other games. There will be a Funko available in June. It will be Farah. So if you like the Funko Pops, it will be $10, regular size. So getting into some of the things, highlights video export. So Jeff Kaplan had to say this: the game will temporarily archive 5 highlights from your last play session. Playing only one game will only result in 1 highlight. Highlights are not currently saved if you close the game or come back. Our hope, and what they're working towards, is to allow players to have save highlights and export them to a video format someday. As a YouTuber and whatnot, thankfully I have a program that will record it. That way I can do my weekly highlights, but all the same, it would be nice if I could just export it out. That would be very, very nice. But that's something that they're hoping to work towards in the future. Every week we get a new Brawl, and they changed things up last time because they didn't do a new Brawl last week. They're going to do it every Tuesday at 2200 UTC. This week's Brawl is the Super Shimada Brothers. Basically, you can only play as Genjo or Hanzo. Or Genjo. Genji or Hanzo, that's it. Yep. McCree and Diva on the balance radar. So they did have this. They did have some thoughts on McCree and Diva. To quote about McCree, I've been watching McCree carefully since we released. McCree's flashbang plays an important role in being a strong option against very fast and agile teams, Tracers, Genjis, etc. It is also a nice tool to prevent close-range damage, close-range devastating abilities, and ultimates such as Reaper's Death Blossom. That said, it's probably a bit too good at dealing damage to higher health targets such as tanks and barriers. I don't have any concrete changes yet, but I'm going to be testing some things internally to see how he plays. This is from Jeff Goodman, Overwatch's principal designer. He had this to say about Diva, quote, Diva's damage is definitely on the lower side, much like Winston's. They are this way for a similar reason. They are both very mobile and hard to kill. Every character in the game has strengths and weaknesses. It's part of what makes the team play work well. That said, I do think there is some room for some Diva improvements, but these are unlikely to take the shape of increasing her damage output significantly. The one thing I would say, probably, he says that she's hard to kill. I argue that because she can get taken down rather easily. I would say maybe just up her health just a little bit. Not much, just a little. There was a report that the competitive play mode, remember how I said we'll get into that, was delayed until July. Well, that was false. They're still working on it, and it should be coming later in June, not July. So, that was Jeff Kaplan, yep. So, as we round out our news for this week, more than 7 million Overwatch players worldwide. So, 326 million hero swaps and 11 million payloads delivered. Collectively, there has been 119 million hours so far. So, there you have it. That is all the news that I have for this week. I absolutely love this game. I expect a review to be coming out. I love the game, but there are some issues and some things that have happened that I'd like to address. But, that being said, that's all I have for this week for the Overwatch Lookout. Until then, keep your eyes to the skies, and I will see you guys next time.